So, guys, this is my review for Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 18. Um, and with that, guys, let's just dive right into this review of this episode. Let's get it. Now, obviously, this was a continuation of basically what occurred in Episode 17, basically between Armin and a few of the crew, and just the fact that they were still chasing after this female Titan. But the thing with it is that a lot of them didn't they still didn't know what they were up against. They didn't know anything about any information about the female Titan. That I too am just now remembering during my reaction and watching of this episode that you know only Armin and just like I said, just the few people who came across this Titan, those who even got killed by this Titan. Like a lot of people just didn't know what this female Titan was about. They didn't know that a female Titan existed or anything like that. But this episode was definitely more centered around the Titan and its actual, like, literally more of what its capability of how it reacted in on the offensive side. Episode 17 was showing us how it could react on a defensive side intellectually, but in this episode it was definitely proving to us that it had definite offense, and and its intelligence was way up there. So with ease, as we saw in this episode, this female Titan, it literally, like, just obliterated, destroyed with ease, all of that. No type of holding back or anything like that when it's pertaining to the offensive side of itself. That literally, this was one of my favorite scenes of episode 18, and it's the fact that she grabbed the one person and was just like I said in my reaction, just twirling around like a yo-yo, and just like tossed it with ease. It like, guys, like this female Titan is no joke, guys, no joke at all. And again, like I said, it just man, it really did just do whatever it wanted, and I have no gripes with how it responded in kind. Like I said, going from a defensive side of things when it's pertaining to how it reacted defensively in episode 17 to how it reacted here in episode 18 on the offensive side of things. So, with what I talked about here, with the Titan and its offensive side and stuff like that, the just the crew, they lost a good portion of men on the field, on the battlefield, right? So they literally had to come to this forest because, like, the one, I forgot his name, the one guy who said it in episode 17, when they first decided to take on the Titan, well, at least one of the regular Titans, he basically was saying, like, the regular terrain in the plane, the regular normal plane on the ground, there was no advantage for them to be able to use their skill set. That they need, that's what their gear is for. It's used for, as we saw, you know, over the past few episodes, of them using buildings and stuff like that to be able to traverse and travel and be able to have the ability to attack Titans on these regular normal planes. They actually have to work towards it. They actually have to go for the Titans' legs and stuff like that, their ankles, to be able to get them down to their knees and to their stomachs to be able to really attack their necks. So, because the female Titan just took most of them out, they had, again, because of the current situation, a lot of them, including myself, didn't really know. I personally didn't pick it up myself until Levi does indeed say something, but I didn't pick up that, that them going to this forest actually is a benefit, but there was still some more stuff going on to lead into the reason why they were here in this forest in the first place. But of course, it did definitely bring up some some worry from from Jean, from Armin. A lot of questions. A lot of them were questioning why they were going to the forest. What was the main reason why? Jean and Armin here having the conversation and talking about and even questioning. You know, should there be a reason to basically, like, if they felt like the person in charge wasn't mentally fit because current situations, you know, were they possibly thinking about removing said person from the command because they felt like the current part of the mission was being detoured in this forest? That was it really technically a great idea for this person to lead? Whatever Commander Armin had told them to do, they were questioning, was this a great idea? Is it a good idea to even think that Commander Irwin is best fit for command in this moment in time? And we get, again, this is literally, and that's the thing with them having this conversation. This is literally, their first mission together. So it's like they're already having this type of conversation when it's pertaining to Commander Irwin and his orders, literally on their very first mission out in the field. So that's definitely a big, huge thing in this moment. But again, like I said, I was wondering why, and then again, I was thinking in my brain, I talked about in my reaction, that it was a small thought that popped in my head when they were here, and I was thinking yeah, they're saying to attack any Titan that comes through, but maybe they could be drawing the female Titan towards them in this forest. But I just didn't say it. It was just something that popped in my head that was really, really a small thought. So it was just one of those things that even I was questioning, because I too was trying to figure out what the main reason was for them being here in the forest in the first place. And so with everything that basically transpired throughout this episode, and everybody just trying to figure out what they needed to do next, and why they were doing what they're doing. Everybody, including, like I said, including myself, trying to figure out what the main reason for them to be commanded to come here. With everything, I honestly feel like a lot of them probably felt like that they should have just retreated because they lost a lot of their men. Like they lost their recon section of their formation. It's just a lot of stuff. Everybody leaning towards Captain Levi to have them tell them what to do next. But it's just one of those things where, Eren, he thought that he knew, like, even though he was trying to figure some stuff out, he thought that he knew that the rest of the members of the crew knew what was going on, but that wasn't the case at all. A lot of them just had a lot of fear in their hearts, and it was just showing on their faces. And Levi was like really, literally really playing it close to the chest here. But again, they hit me with the cliffhanger cheese at the end of this episode, where he basically is telling everybody to cover their ears. I don't know what's about to happen next, but once I sit down and watch episode 19 and 20, to come hopefully in the next couple of days or so, I'll be able to figure out exactly what that specific noise is gonna be transpiring or whatever, because he said to cover their ears because it's more than likely something damaging to their eardrums. So it's just one of those things, guys, where I'm just like, what's really about to happen, what's really about to go on to come, when I begin to watch episode 19. But again, the female Titan was definitely just overpowering, period. And its sense is very high. It's very intelligent, very smart, and its reaction time and all of that. It was just really cool to see this female Titan do its thing, and then just show the fear on these members' hearts and stuff like that, and faces and stuff. Just really, really, just a great. More so, I would say definitely, the episode was much better towards the end, But episode 17, I just really enjoyed a lot when it's pertaining to this female Titan and arm and everything that transpired there. But with that, guys, I'm about to be out. Let me know your thoughts. What did y'all think of episode 18 when you sat down to watch it for the first time? What was your reaction? What was your thoughts? Leave some comments in the comments below. Let's talk about some things. What do you all think of this video? Other than that, I will talk to you all next time with more Attack on Titan Season 1. Peace, guys.